So with all the pro days going on as of late and all the dinner meetings that the Philadelphia Eagles are seeming to have, I wanted to go through a quick little 3 round mock draft. And in this mock draft, I wanted to do what it seems like Howie Roseman is going to want to do in this draft. And that's get Kenny Pickett. So let's see how we can get this done.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? That's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So today I will be doing a quick 3 round mock draft. It's going to be the first one that I do a real trade in, at least for on the channel. You know, I've done a couple on my Twitter and everything, so those have had a little bit of trade, so definitely go follow over there if you want to keep up with like the daily mock drafts that I'm doing. But before we get into this, be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are on the road to 4K, and we would love for you guys to join that ride. So without further ado, let's just hop right into this. All right, so I am using Pro Football Focus or Pro Football Network, something. There's so many pro footballs. We're only going to be doing the 3 rounds. We're only going to be doing Eagles, so we're just going to go hop right into this. All right, so we're going to start it up. We see who's coming off the board. Garrett Wilson at number 3. This is already a little bit weird. You got Malik Willis going to the Falcons. That's interesting. Matt Corral to the Washington Commanders. Trayvon Walker goes right before us. Now we're seeing... All right, so we jump on to our pick at number 15. Obviously, we have the 15. We have the 16. So the first time I wanted to go through this and even see if Kenny Pickett went off. And it doesn't look like he has. So Kenny Pickett is there. This is the only way that the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion, can probably get away with this and not get, you know, their head chewed off. You know, maybe they even go pick the best player available and then get him just to make us feel even better, who right now I would probably look at either Karlaftis, Devin Lloyd, maybe an Andrew Booth or a Jermaine Johnson. Nakobe Dean's there, but I think this is a little bit too high for them. But all right, so we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do what I think Howie Roseman wants to do, and we're going to go ahead and take the quarterback, Kenny Pickett.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's
I ain't
go
gonna
right
say
on
it
in.
no more. When my name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my
From Pittsburgh, obviously an Eagles fan, and we're going to try and still build this team around that. Now, I mean, look, that's probably the best case scenario for Eagles fans. If he wants to go get his quarterback, you know what I'm saying, and he is able to just sit pat at number 15, we get to keep all our picks and we keep on moving. Now, I'm going to reject this trade. I am going to try and move the number 19 pick. We'll see what happens there, but we're going to stick here, and I'm going to probably take George Karlaftis. I know a lot of people want Devin Lloyd. I know a lot of people want Nakobe Dean. And if you watch this channel, I've been a huge fan of Devin Lloyd. I've always taken him in my first 3 picks, but I've kind of changed my mind because of that combine, man. He was running like a turtle, man. I really don't want to see that. And, you know, I just think that there's so many good linebackers in this draft that I don't think you have to reach. What I do think you need to reach for is edge and secondary. So cornerback is high on my list, but I'm thinking George Karlaftis here. Now, we look at the cornerbacks. We got Andrew Booth. We got Kyer Elam, who I'm very high on. You got Trent McDuffie. I think that's really it for the first round, guys. Kyler Gordon's been rising up boards. I like him a lot. He's got a nice speed to him. And like I said, there's just so many options here that I think are starters that I'm going to stay away from linebacker right now. Y'all can roast me in the comments if you want. I think I'm going to go George Karlaftis. It just makes the most sense to me right now. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting nobody here. Yeah, we're going to go George Karlaftis. So that gives you your quarterback. That gives you an edge player for the future. Now, I am going to try and get somebody's first round pick next year. That is what I'm going to do. You ain't got to give me a second. You ain't got to give me that. I would be cool with this. I would move down to 43 because I already got somebody on my mind. Can we get that done? It's accepted. All right, so we got a first round pick next year from the Falcons, who should be bad. I don't see them doing that. They move up to get Drake London. That makes 0 sense. So Devin Lloyd comes off the board. Kyer Elam's coming off the board. Devontae Wyatt, somebody I was hoping that would drop to us. Jaquan Brisker, another guy I wish we would have been able to get. Sam Howell goes to the Detroit Lions. Tyler Linderbaum doesn't go to the 2nd round. That's interesting. Chad Muma is a guy I definitely wanted. We're going to go ahead and reject that. We're going to reject that. So we got ourselves an edge guy. Here I do want to look at what we have on the cornerback situation. A Roger McCreary makes sense. A Kyler Gordon makes sense. I like Roger McCreary. Let's look at what we got linebacker-wise. I like Roger McCreary, but I can wait on a Kyler Gordon, and I think I can get him with my next pick. Let me look at these safeties. Jalen Petrie is a guy that I love, but another guy I can probably muddle over on my next pick. I don't want to go too crazy there. Defensive tackle, DeMarvin Leal is a guy I think the Philadelphia Eagles love. Travis Jones, I think they would love. This is actually pretty tough. This is actually pretty tough. I want to get my linebacker. I would love to get a Christian Harris on this team. Brandon Smith is rocketing up boards. I love it. Shout out to Penn State. This is a tough one because DeMarvin Leal is somebody I think that they would. Let's go DeMarvin Leal. Let's go DeMarvin Leal. I think that that's a steal in the 2nd round. And we got another pick coming. Damn, Jalen Petrie gets off the board, so they're kind of making decisions for us. I'm going to reject all these. I don't got time for that right now. We need players right now. So Travis Jones was still there. Maybe I could have went somewhere else. So Christian Harris is still there. Kingsley Enagbari, I hope that's how I'm saying it right. I like him a lot. Cameron Thomas, I don't know too much about, but I'm hearing good things about. So yeah, it stinks that Jalen Petrie went off. I would not mind a Kirby Joseph maybe later in this draft. So I'm going to stay away from that. Roger McCreary's still there. You know, and now it comes down to we got the 58 pick. I think I got to take best player available and hope that Christian Harris maybe falls to us. If not, I do feel comfortable taking Quay or Brandon Smith or even Brian Asamoah. But I guess we jump that hurdle when we get there. But I am going to take the best available cornerback, and that's going to be Roger McCreary. Brandon Smith comes off the board. Christian Harris comes off right before us. So the 2 guys I said I would not be mad at getting come off right before us. Now I'm gonna shy away from linebacker because I do think we can get some good value a little bit later. Jahan Dotson would be a very interesting pick. I know a lot of you guys like John Mechie. You know, Jahan Dotson would be a very interesting pick. And why do I say that? Because he's a smaller guy. He's not necessarily what everybody's talking about when they talk about the Eagles needing a wide receiver. Christian Watson is a guy I think that the Eagles would probably have their eye on. But Jahan Dotson's a smaller guy, a shifty guy, but he's a really good wide receiver. And I highly doubt that he makes it this far in the draft. That's an interesting one. Kyler Gordon is still there. I wouldn't be mad at doubling up on that position. Do I just kind of reach a little bit at the linebacking position to make sure I get... You know, I'm going to reach a little bit. I don't think this is much of a reach. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes in this neighborhood. I'm going to take Quay Walker. For that linebacking position. And honestly, I'm probably going to... So here we see the final mock draft, right? We see the final tally up of the 3 rounds. So we went ahead and we picked up Howie's boy, it seems like, or at least Brian Johnson's boy for now, Kenny Pickett. We went and got us a good edge rusher with George Karlaftis. We got us a great inside guy with DeMarvin Leal. We got a Roger McCreary to shore up that cornerback spot, and we got a Quay Walker to shore up that linebacking spot, somebody that'll probably step right in and be a starter. Obviously, we did trade back our number 19 pick to go ahead and pick up a pick. I think number 51 is what we got, or 43. One of those 2. I believe it was 43 that we got from Falcons, in addition to their first-round pick next year. If they were stupid enough to give us their first-round pick next year, and I think that they gave up their first-round pick for a wide receiver, I believe they took Drake London in this draft. Hey, God bless you. I appreciate it. Good doing business with you. But I doubt that would happen. But this is something I wanted to show you guys. This is something that can happen, right? This is an option. This is something that Howie can do. If you want to go get your quarterback, if he drops to you, you still have a wide open draft. I feel like people sometimes equate drafting a quarterback or taking one, especially in our situation when you have 3 first-round picks. If you want to take a risk on a quarterback, this is the year to do it. You have the assets. So, let me know what you think. Do you think that this rest of this 3-round mock kind of makes up for that 1 pick? Are you a little bit more okay with this situation? But let me know what y'all feeling in the comments. Other than that, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it's going to be. It's Fly Eagles Fly. We are out here. Peace!
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man soft. Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season head, early time to do 'em in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.